Hey, Radiant Church. As many of you know, the governor relaxed the restrictions on religious gatherings this past week. It's left a lot of people asking an important question. What's next for Radiant Church? I just want to take a moment and maybe address that if I could, but before we do that, I want to remind us of a verse that we started this entire season with. That verse is 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 7. And it says that we have not been given a spirit of timidity, but a spirit of power, of love, and self-control. And that's been how we've postured ourselves through this entire season. We want to be loving, but we will not be fearful. And I'm inviting you to continue to remember that as you go day by day through this season. During the past week, I've had the opportunity to talk to all sorts of people, local pastors, staff, board members, even doctors that attend Radiant Church, asking them, how do you think we should proceed during this season? I'm getting a similar answer from most of them, and that answer is this: just because you can do something doesn't mean you should. And I think that's how we're going to posture ourselves. It is my job as pastor to discern what is God's will, what's best for Radiant Church, and how can we be loving to the community around us. And so here's what we've decided as a leadership team. We're going to pause public gatherings in the next month, and we're not going to gather again until June. We believe that we need time during this season to allow the COVID situation to mature and move on to the next phases. We also want to allow this time for us to come up with reasonable measures behind the scenes about how to discern what is safe for our people, both in kids ministries, but in the adult areas as well, and believe we need some time to work through some of those measures. Now, I realize some of you are at different places on this conversation, but I want to remind you that we made this decision with a great deal of prayer and a great deal of counsel, and believe that this is what God is calling us to do, and I'm inviting you to be a part of that. During the next week, few days, we're going to have more and more information concerning community groups and other areas of the church, even ways that we can creatively gather in the next month so that we can continue to fellowship with each other as we move with a phased approach towards coming together publicly. And I want you to know, I miss you. And I know many of you have said you miss us as well. I can't wait till we come together once again and worship alongside each other. But I believe we need to take a step back at this time, and that a loving response demands that we proceed with caution. And so again, I look forward to us coming together. Know that we love you, we miss you, and I can't wait to see you soon. God bless.